Today's topic of discussion is strategically chase women. So, in today's society, we're seeing a massive breakdown in relationships. So, we got certain men and women who are choosing to stay single. They don't want no headache, they don't want a drama, and they just rather just stay alone. And then you've got other sets of people who are in relationships, and then it lasts for like a year or 2, 3 years, and then it just fizzles out, it breaks down. So we're going to be discussing some key points in terms of how to get a woman to stay in the chasing position and how you can flip the dynamics into your favor. So first point is crumbs. So I want you guys to imagine that you're having a piece of bread. So you got a slice of bread, right? You're eating the bread, you finished it, and then you look down on your plate and you just see some crumbs left. That's what you need to give to a woman. So in today's society, right, it's so messed up that social media and the phone has destroyed a lot of relationships. So your attention needs to be scarce and it needs to be valued. So going back to the example of the crumbs on your plate, it's hit the point where that's how much attention you need to be given to a woman. It's just really sad and pathetic. The problem is, right, you've got men and women, you got, let's say, you're talking to a woman for marriage purposes, things are going all right, and then later on things just fizzle out for whatever reason. Certain times, right, the guy invested too much at the beginning. You understand? So you get certain times when you're speaking to a woman and then she can see that you're giving a lot more information about yourself from the get-go and she's not really giving as much information. You need to clock on and realize that for a woman to fall in love and really fall in love, it's over an extended period of time. So several months and potentially years, 1 to 2 years, sometimes even longer. Now, guys who are watching this, they're thinking, that's going to be too long to speak to a woman. The thing is, right, you guys have to realize you shouldn't be in need of a relationship. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're talking to a woman for marriage purposes and then there's some sort of disagreement, or if you're not compatible on something, you need to have the ability to stop talking to her. So when you stop talking to her and it goes on for like a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, or whatever the case is, and then let's say you reach back out to her again and then you start talking again. Do you see how that can go on for several periods of time? It's not going to be like an overnight thing. It's not going to be like a 1 or 2 weeks thing. Because certain times people have got this fairy tale in their head thinking that, oh yeah, you're going to meet a woman and things are just going to go according to plan. For majority of relationships in today's time, it's just not going to be like that. So that's why it's so important. You give a woman small details about yourself here and there. And then the rest of the time you're working on your purpose. So it's as though a woman is reading a book. So like page by page, she's learning more information about you. It's not going to be like a week or 2 weeks and then the book's done. Because if that's the case, she's going to get bored. She's not going to value you guys. So I'm trying to get you guys to understand it from a woman's perspective in terms of love. So from the guy wants to know as much information quickly as possible, all the details. So then that way there you can just straight X her out, cut her off. That's what I do with women. Get as much information as I can out of them. And then as soon as they don't tip my requirements, that's it, lock it off with them. And then you just move on to the next woman. You understand? But with a woman, it's the other way around. She needs to learn information about you slowly. Now, when you give her crumbs, she's going to be hooked. She ain't going to want to go away then. So I'm telling you, so like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I've got certain goals, right? I've been dragging this on for so long. It's been like 2 years plus. Some girls I've just been talking to on and off. Now, I'm not in need to get into a relationship with them. And then the woman sees that based off of my energy. Like, oh, this guy's not pushing for a relationship. And then when you're not trying to push for a relationship, you're not trying to force anything, by default, that puts her in the chasing position. Does that make sense, guys? So, next point is investing. A lot of you guys are too afraid to get women to invest into you. What do I mean by that? So the primary ways to get a woman to invest into you is time and emotional. Do you understand? So let's say you're talking to a woman, got good chemistry there, then what happens is you have a disagreement or you're not quite on the same page. What you do is you just pull back. Yeah, no contact with her. And guess what? You've withdrawn your attention now. And then you're not investing now into that. The problem is, right, a guy can have a disagreement with a woman and then he starts going back and forth with her even more. And then when you're doing that, or if you're getting a woman to do something for you and she's not doing it, and then you're just investing more attention into it, their attention is going to get devalued. It's going to go down and down and down. Guys don't seem to understand this. They think that if I put more effort in, more time in, more energy, the woman's going to reciprocate that. It's the complete opposite. So I want you guys to switch your mindset from investing. So you want to invest as little amount as possible into these women. Because these modern day women, pretty much majority of them, are a waste of time. You got the beta males, they're literally wifing up these low quality girls. They ain't even filtered them. They ain't even spoken to them properly for marriage purposes. They're just straight, oh yeah, please, I really need a relationship. After she's had so many different previous relationships, she's like, oh yeah, I'll settle with the beta male provider now. Just take what I can out of him. You guys here don't want to be second option in life. That's really important. Any girls that you guys are speaking to, you want to be her best option. She can't get no one else that's going to match you guys. And the way to do that is literally invest the least amount as possible into these modern day women. Now, some of you guys may think of this as, oh, this is just manipulation. It's like, no, it ain't manipulation. It's like, you guys need to have a value on your attention. Start valuing yourselves at a higher degree. So don't just be like arrogant and like, you expect like all women to just comply. But you guys, they should be working on your purpose and you should be developing yourselves. So then that comes with a price tag. If a woman's not trying to invest effort into it and she wants to, let's say, just text you all day, guess what? No contact. Yeah? Until she starts to invest into it. So let's say you're talking to her back and forth and you're telling her, okay, I want to speak to you on the phone. I want to speak to you on call. She's like, oh, nah, I don't feel I'm ready, or, I'm a bit busy. Guess what? No contact. Stop talking to her. Withdraw your investment. And so then she gets more hooked as time goes on. So, next point is fool. Now, some of this information right now I'm telling you guys in this video, I'm trying to break it down as simple as possible. There's a lot of detail and there's a lot of small bits of pieces that you guys need to take note of. So, in today's society, in today's game, you have to play the fool to catch the fool. A lot of these modern day women, they flip and run circles around these beta males. Yeah, they use all these manipulation tactics. They use the pullbacks, time delays, trying to pretend to put on an image and a front. They don't want to speak to you directly because they try and delay that as long as possible. Try and get you to be in a chasing position. Get you to invest into them. Buy whatever gifts and BS. Take them out. Go to these nice restaurants and so on. Women here are taking these guys for fools. And the way to play these women at their own game is to pretend like you're a fool. Now, I don't mean like, oh, you just go out and you're just buying them gifts and you're just taking them to restaurants. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you should actually get these women to flip in. Think that you're a fool. Like, oh, this guy here, he doesn't understand the games that are being played. So when a woman, for example, pulls back, she stops communicating. That straight away you should clock on into your head that this woman here is trying to use a manipulation tactic on me. So from the first point, it was give her a bit of crumbs. And then when you start to see how she's not showing the same level of respect, start unsending your messages. So with let's say Instagram, just unsend your message. Yeah, catch her out. Let her flip and double text. Let her get into the point where she starts to be in a chasing position. Because these women here are so used to men just flipping, bombarding them with messages and phone calls every single day. You know, these women who are seen as more attractive, you think these women ain't getting hit up by other guys? You guys need to realize that these beta males are your competition. And the way to wipe these beta males out is by simply playing the game against women. Playing them at their own flipping manipulation. Because they're going to be using manipulative tactics on you guys. They'll even flip and get their friends to try and manipulate you. So what do I mean by that? So these girls, right, when they see that you're actually a man of value, you're somebody who's got a solid foundation, you're somebody who's able to see through BS, she's very likely to tell her friends, and then her friends are going to be stalking you, and then her friends may even reach out to you. And when they reach out to you, they're going to be going back and forth with you. Do you understand? So that with that, right, you need to be able to spot that. Because women, their main power is on the internet, is on the phone. That's how they're gaining power over people. And with guys, they're getting guys in the flipping chasing position. You know, so the way to play them back is by flipping hitting them with no contact, increase the time delays, pull back, use hypergamy against them. Does that make sense, guys? So final point is pull back. That's what it is. So when you guys are getting a bit bored, when you're seeing that, oh, this woman here is not really investing much into me. So let's say you're talking to a woman for in person, right? And then let's say you have a marriage meeting with her. And you're starting to see that this woman here, she's not really reciprocating the same amount of energy and effort. She's just not really talking to you properly. Get her to initiate the next meeting. And the way to do that is just stop talking to her. Let her reach out to you and say to you, oh yeah, are we going to see each other next? And then you tell her, look, I don't think it's really worth it. You know, you ain't really been putting in much effort. Flip it back on them. Yeah, but guys, a lot of guys ain't got the flipping balls to do that. They're so scared to say any of this stuff is because they feel like the woman's just going to run away or she's just going to stop talking to them. Now, you're going to get some women who will stop talking to you, but majority of women, they'll start to invest more. When you tell them, like, look, I think it's best we stop talking for a month. yeah, and you stand on business, and you flipping done that previously as well, she's going to start to flipping panic. She's going to be like, damn, this guy here, he's saying he's going to stop talking to me for like a month. Yeah, so then she'll be like, all right, please, I'll phone you now. I'll phone you flipping today. I'll phone you tomorrow. Because that's what it is. These people here, they just want to play these manipulation games. They want to play all these tactics. And I'm trying to get you guys to wisen up. So the guys who are watching it to the end of this video right now, you guys, they need to wisen up to the games that are being played on social media. To the games that are being played in real life. These women here are flipping advanced. They're playing advanced level right now. You know, only guys are starting to slowly wake up, but majority of people are still asleep. Yeah, these women here will literally play you guys for extended periods of time and drop you just like that as soon as they get a better option. As soon as they feel like you're investing too much into them, things will just fizzle out. Yeah, these women here are flipping literally just cold-hearted. And the only way to be able to compete at that level is for you to match that energy. Be flipping ruthless with these people. Whoever's trying to show disrespect, whoever's trying to flip and play games, manipulate you guys here need to flip and develop your emotional intelligence to recognize that. So that's what it is. Woman's starting to pull back, you flip and pull back, and you pull back hard. No communication, nothing, just a blink of an eye, gone. Comes back, and when she comes back, get her to flip and do conditions. Get her to flip and apologize. That's what it is. Modern day women, they don't flip and apologize. They don't apologize for nothing. They don't care. They feel like you guys here are going to be here forever. I've got this flipping beta male over here. He's just going to stay here. He ain't going to walk away. Yeah, so that's what it is. You guys are going to flip that now. Yeah, woman's starting to show, she's not trying to cooperate, she's not trying to comply. Flipping, make sure you give her a good treatment. Yeah, get her to flip and apologize. Yeah, you pull back and then you get her to apologize. And if she doesn't want to do that, make sure you continue talking to other women. Keep your options open. So just to wrap up, crumbs, that's what it is. You give these women crumbs, bits and pieces of information. Don't just lay it all out for a woman. She'll get bored. Firstly, she'll get bored. Secondly, you're investing too much time at the beginning. And thirdly, this woman here isn't putting in enough effort and energy. She don't deserve to know everything about you guys. Yeah, you get these women to flip and invest. Get them to really put energy into you guys. And the next point after that was investing. As soon as you're seeing a woman's not investing as much effort, as much time, she's not reciprocating the level of respect, you need to pull back from her. Invest that time into your purpose. Invest that time into yourself. That right there is going to yield better results. Your value is going to be going up. Her value is going flipping down. Because that's what it is with women. As they age, as they get older, their value is depreciating. They're not seen as attractive as they used to be. So from, let's say, the 18, 19-year-old girl, from when she was 18, 19, and then let's say she's 30 now, she don't have the same leverage that she used to. Because she's competing against the younger girls. Girls with pretty much no relationships. Girls who are submissive, cooperative, friendly, caring, loving. That's her competition. And the next point after that was fool. These women here, they're going to take majority of guys as fools. They think that, this guy here doesn't understand the level of manipulation that I'm playing on this guy. Look at this guy here. He's double, triple texting me. He keeps on begging me to speak to me. keeps on trying to phone me. When she sees her conversation with you, flipping empty. Her last message was to you a month ago, 2 months ago. She's like, damn, time's gone by just so quickly. And then guess what? She's going to hit you up. That's how you get these women to expose their interest level. Because these women here, that's what they're going to do. They're going to conceal their interest level. They don't want you to know how much interest they have in you. Because that removes the power from them. And then the final point is pullback. That's what it is. That's how you do it. As soon as you clock onto the woman's trying to play manipulation, woman's not trying to comply, she's not trying to cooperate, you pull back. And this is going to come through experience. You're going to see that these women here are not trying to invest into you guys. They don't care. Now you need to match that. So when she's trying to pull back, there's nothing to pull back on because you've already exited and you've moved on to another woman. You've got your other sets of options there. So a lot of these concepts were quite detailed and I've tried to break it down. I'm going to make some more videos about these concepts in other videos in the future. But I hope you guys have taken notes and start applying this information today. Because these women here, as I said, it's in their nature anyway to be manipulative. Because they're not going to physically abuse you guys. But they're going to get you mentally and emotionally invested. They're going to get you into being a chasing position. And you need to be able to pick out and spot the manipulation tactics. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.